This is a video for the heart, and at the end of this short video there will be light language message, which is a language that I channel of a being that I suspect is myself from a previous life, or myself in another dimension. My understanding is his name is Yin Luang from the 1600s, but who knows. So when that happens, just allow that language to wash through you. Try to be still, close your eyes maybe, just allow it to go through you, and you might get some sort of interpretation, or ultimately it's registered in our spirit or in our soul, and there might be some sort of guidance or upgrade or shift in that language. I don't know what it is yet. So I'm a big proponent, obviously, of shadow work and of facing our pain and our sadness, or the bits about ourselves that we dislike or that we don't want to look at. We're in a world now with social media, and social media has just stemmed from the media, from magazines and TV and Hollywood and all that stuff that influences us and guides us, or we allow ourselves to be guided in the direction of image and the out there, the physical world of what we think will make us feel successful or complete. And social media is just another stage of that. You know, of our photographs and how we look and how we present ourselves to the world, that we want to seem successful, we want to seem happy, and all the rest of it. So if I was to ask you if you would like a shift in your heart, take a moment, and there'll be a bit of stillness and a bit of quiet, and just be with yourself. Maybe put your hand on your chest, on your heart chakra, and just feel, when I ask this question, feel what you feel, what you're guided to, what the answer is. The question simply is, would you like an upgrade, or would you like a shift, a higher shift in your heart energy? You may have felt yes, you may have said intellectually, your mind may have said yes. So to let you know, if you're familiar with my videos, that there's a price to be paid for all growth. You know, if you want your degree, if you want a better job, you've got to work harder, smarter, you've got to convince people, you've got to get outside your comfort zone and push yourself to learn skills that maybe frighten you, or you don't initially have, in order to hopefully get noticed and go a bit further, maybe earn a bit more money and have a more challenging or more satisfying career. So with the heart too, the idea that we just concentrate on nice things is not the way I work at the moment. So for a heart upgrade, my suggestion would be to grab a pen and paper after this video, and to write down some of the things that come to mind, or they may even come to your mind now as you're listening to this. Write down some of the things you dislike about yourself or your life that you're uncomfortable with. And there may be moments during the day that you're in work or around your family, or you're texting people, and you just get a little glimpse of awareness of a side of yourself that you don't like or that you don't accept. It could be moments from your childhood, things that happened to you. It could be things that you've done in your life that you regret. Or it could be just how you see yourself now. Maybe you feel you're older. Maybe you feel you're overweight or underweight. Maybe you feel you're in the wrong body. Maybe you feel you're the wrong sex. Maybe you feel unsuccessful. So rigorous honesty can help us to get through that, to just have the courage. You know, part of my work and the course that I do is to be supportive and to coach people through this, so we're not alone when we face these things, and we're not just kind of wandering through the world, with this long list of things that we're afraid of, that we dislike about ourselves. So those things that come to mind, just to list them and face them and have the courage just to look at them and accept that that's the way you think about yourself or feel about yourself. And then at the end of that list, just write, it's okay. It's okay that you have these thoughts. So by admitting how we feel about ourselves, if we're deluded enough to think, oh, I love myself, the door is closed for growth. We can love ourselves a certain amount, but there's always room to love ourselves more. So to say I love myself is not, it's not enough. Perhaps you love yourself now than you did 10 years ago. That's brilliant. Or 6 months ago. There's more to find. So the expansion is to explore those pockets of grief and pain and sadness and make peace with them. And they're not terrifying. It doesn't mean going to a counsellor and having to regurgitate your childhood or all these things. It's just about facing that pain and making peace with it and finding a safe haven, be it working with me or whoever you choose to share or work with, that you can have support in loving that piece of you and those experiences, the pain that still reverberates or is in your memory, in your DNA, in your being, and also from experiences that you didn't have in this life. Some of us, and it happens often with people I work with, that they have memories of things that actually didn't happen to them in this life. And it could be memories of themselves or their family, or remember, we're carrying from the Bible the sins of the father. We're carrying all that DNA, all that experience down through the two sides, the mother and the father, all the way down. And it can lead to experiences that we think we've had, and it could be experiences that we have had in previous lives. So any vibrations or pain that you feel related to these, how you think about yourself or these experiences, it's okay to have that. It takes courage to face that pain or that shame or grief or sadness, rejection, whatever it is. It takes courage to face that. And that's where the growth is. That's where the beginning is. To admit that we actually feel like this. To admit that we're not the way we present ourselves, perhaps in work or on our Facebook page or to our mate or spouse. To say and admit that I'm in pain at times and I'm conflicted and I'm wounded and I'm trying to get through this. That takes courage. That's where growth is. Begin with the thought that it's okay. And even if you don't feel it and there's no shift or change in your energy, tell yourself inside, I love myself. I love this energy. I love this shame or this grief or this vibration. I'm not going to reject it. I love this. And over time and over practice of working like this, it will transform, transmute into something different. So that's just the beginning. I just wanted to give a beginning to open that door. If you were moved to say you wanted that shift and change, well then I have no doubt that the wheels are turning and that shift is beginning. And it's not always pleasant or joyful or light at the beginning. It can be challenging. But the point is that we work through, that we seek out those pockets within the heart that are not full of love. It's easy to love the puppy and the sunny day and when everything is rosy. But when we explore those pockets of grief and pain, that's the challenge. And when we love those and embrace those, that's where the expansion of the heart is. So now I'll give you some language. Allow it to wash over you and do whatever it does. Anyone any questions, leave them below this video or get in contact with me. Be free also to write below what you feel you get from this message, this light language message. You might not get something consciously. Choi kwao huiam kei te ye whai o kwam tai wa choi kiam yum. Hei kia choi wa hui ni ki te a mo kumanai cho wa kwa wa ma ye kia ta wa o chum. Kei o mi ya. Place one hand on your heart and one hand just below your belly button and sit up straight with a straight posture and your shoulders back. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a second and release and let go. Chui kui kamai wai hei noi tuk ui tui oi kem yeita. Hiai try show ikum ye. Oi kia oi tu kwai mai hai nye chui ai oi huita. Give thanks to yourself, to your higher self for this work. Tell yourself you're listening and you love yourself. And enjoy your day. Thank you.